guys, or actually, hi Allie, because this is for you. You're right there, but whatever. Okay. So today we're going to do the difference of two perfect squares. You're going to like this because it's pretty easy. Okay. What does the word difference mean? Good answer, Allie.
Differs.
Allie got that right.
Like how you spelled that.
All right, this is in spelling class, guys.
Wait.
Subtraction.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, so you can only do this with a subtraction problem. You cannot do this with an addition problem. So you got to remember that. Two perfect squares. Okay, let's talk about perfect squares. Give me some examples of a perfect square.
4 by 4.
Okay, 4 is a perfect square because we can take the square root of it, which is 2.
Oh.
What else is a perfect square?
I think like a square.
What else is a perfect square?
8.
8. Nope. 8 is not a perfect square.
16.
16 is a perfect square because you can take the square root and get 4. What else is a perfect square?
32.
32 is not a perfect square.
Is it 16, 16? Oh, that's plus 16, 16.
20 is not a perfect square.
Wait, let me think of this. Let's see. 36.
36 is a perfect square, okay? Because you can take the square root and get 6. 100 is a perfect square. You can take the square root and get 10. How about variables? Are there variables that have perfect squares? X squared is a perfect square because you can take the square root of x squared and get x. X to the 4th is a perfect square because you can take the square root of x to the 4th and get what?
X to the second power.
X squared. Okay. Do you understand what a perfect square is?
Yes.
Okay. So this is nice because when you take in the difference of two perfect squares, the answer is going to be really easy. The first one, what you do, if you notice, that's a perfect square and that's a perfect square. That's a difference. This is the difference of two perfect squares. The way you factor the difference between two perfect squares is you're going to write two sets of parentheses, okay? First, look at your two numbers and see if there's anything I can automatically factor out, which I can't in this case. So watch this. When you have the difference of two perfect squares, you're going to put opposite signs in the middle, okay, of your two sets of parentheses. You're going to put the square root of this one at the first two spots, and you're going to put the square root of this one at the second two spots. That's the answer. What happens when you FOIL that out? You get x squared minus 7x plus 7x minus 49. The 7x is canceled. You get x squared minus 49. We have just factored x squared minus 49. All right, example 2. In example 2, before I factor example 2, I'm going to take out something that's common between the two. So it's 5a squared minus 125x squared. What can I factor out of this?
5.
5. So if I factor out 5, I'm left with a squared minus 25x squared. Now I'm going to take the difference of two perfect squares. Okay? So I'm going to factor out my 5. I'm going to write two sets of parentheses. What kind of signs do I put in the middle? Up here,
Subtract and plus.
A plus and a minus, okay? Plus and a minus.
Is it always a plus and a minus?
Square? It's always, for the difference of two perfect squares, it's always a plus and a minus.
In that order?
Yes.
Okay.
So what's the square root of a squared?
A.
So a goes in the first spot. What's the square root of 25x squared?
5x.
5x. That's your answer. Okay, let me show you one real quick. X squared minus 144, what's the answer?
X minus 12.
And? X plus 12. Okay? You write two sets of parentheses, you put a minus and a plus, and then you write x minus 12, x plus 12. This is a pretty easy section. You always want to look first and see if you can factor something out. And if you can do that, then factor it out.
Wait, does it matter if the minus sign is in front of the
No. I can put the plus there and it doesn't matter. Okay? Welcome to factoring. Thank you.